Hey there guys, Fave here, and today's challenge is if you've ever seen a wall before, smash that like button. But with that being said, let's finally finish what we started so long ago, 12 years, 13 years ago. Before I start, I just have to say thank you. Thank you. I have officially hit 200,000 subscribers, and that just blows my mind because I don't want to get all, emotional, but I hit 100,000 back in 2017, and my channel died and then revived itself in between that time. I almost dropped below that number. That's how hard my thing died. Alright, but anyway, let's talk about part 4. So, where'd we leave off? Well, games_page owned it. 2016's over, and now we must move into where this Domino Crown went in 2017. So as much as I tried to figure out what this trade was, I couldn't. So please bear with me here. You see games page, and now you see Trap Ball is a very rich user, and he's banned forever. So if you go to his profile here, he has a Dominus Frigidus. He also had some other stuff that they took away from him, but that's besides the point. So rest in peace to Trap Ball, but he was the next owner of this Domino Crown on March 20th, 2017. Then, here comes the fun part. April 5th, 2017. So Trap Ball was scared that he was going to get banned forever. So remember from our last part I was talking about Alex here? Well, this is Alex's profile at the time. As you can see, he has a lot of rich items and a lot of stuff the admins took away from him after the fact. Okay, but Trap Ball was scared that he was going to get banned forever, so he let Alex hold his Domino Crown for him. Now, due to a lot of circumstances with Alex and Tissue, who Trap Ball is known as Tissue, basically Alex never gave the Domino Crown back. Now, some might say he scammed it, but he says that he was merely giving him what he deserved. Whichever side you stand on here, it's all good, okay? So now Alex owns it. And then we move on to May 16th, 2017. So Alex then goes ahead and sells the Domino Crown to this guy named the Phantom Hourglass, also known as an old, ancient user that got banned forever so many years ago, known as Meow Mixed. Now if you look at Meow Mixed, he has the Eccentric Shop Teacher, one of the rarest items on Roblox, and he's still banned forever. So Alex sells the Domino Crown to his new account, well, new back in 2017, known as the Phantom Hourglass. So if you look at him here, he's big chillin', and so it's a big deal. And he sells it to him he trades it to him actually. It's a 4.5 million Robux worth of items deal. A bunch of sparkle type fedoras, and I'll just let Alex do the talking to describe this deal. It was a downgrade, a mass. Now what is a mass? It's when you can only fit 4 items in a trade, so you have to use multiple trades to send more than 4 items. And so Zlib was the middleman in this trade. Now Zlib is known nowadays for being the item police, and is very well known for running a bot for getting number 1 of every item. As much as he says he doesn't have a bot, he very clearly does. And apparently he's the 6th richest user on Roblox and owns just about everything. Now, a user known as Fave on Roblox is known to have beef with said Zlib. Now, rather than getting into it, let's focus on the Domino Crown. So, he was the middleman in this transaction. Because it was a mass, you had to have some element of trust, and he was very trusted at the time. So it passed through his account to end up on the Phantom Hourglass. July 2nd, 2017. So, let's rewind it back to like 2010 or so. The Phantom Hourglass, also known as Meow Mixed, owed this guy apparently a Dominus Imperius, which is the most expensive item on the whole site. So by the time the Phantom Hourglass finally got a Domino Crown, he could repay his debt to whoever PT95 is. Now, I still haven't been able to figure out who this guy was back in the day, but this is his username at the time. So, the Phantom Hourglass gives PT95 the Domino Crown as a payment for a really old school debt, which I respect that. Paying back old debts is hard to do, especially when it's been so many years you could just forget about it. So, good stuff, bro. July 18th, 2017. Now, he's selling Domino Crown for 4 million Robux. And here he is trying to sell it to someone. Fast forward, on July 29th, 2017, Linkbon99 for the third time gets this Domino Crown. Now I don't know if he bought it, I don't know if he traded for it. I don't get it, man. 2017, it's been really hard to find evidence. But regardless, PT95 traded the Domino Crown or something like that to Linkbon99. And it's the third time Link owns this Domino Crown. August 1st, 2017. Now, let me introduce you guys to my friend named Fierza. So, Fierza is a game developer who made the game KAT on Roblox, which I think stands for Knife Ability Test, and I used to be in that game. And so back when my channel was dead, as I mentioned at the beginning, people would recognize me for being in this game and being in notoriety as well, having a whole heist. So, Fierza goes ahead and does a deal with Linkmon where she gives him a few million Robux worth of group funds, and Linkmon gives her the Domino Crown. So, now that I mentioned Fierza's my friend, this is where I go into the story. Okay. November 22nd, 2017. So, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember how I met Fierza. Somehow on Discord, I don't know. But that's not relevant. What's relevant is, if you go to my profile, to this current modern day, scroll down, you can see in my collections there's a Domino Crown. And I do not own a Domino Crown, so how did that get there? Well, at the time, Fierza had a Dominus Imperius and a Domino Crown, and since Fave with 1A got banned forever with the Dominus Imperius, and at that point, I had never owned a Domino Crown before. On November 22nd, 2017, I borrowed Fierza's Domino Crown. So, let me show you guys something kind of funny here, since we want to talk about borrowing items, right? And when you borrow an item, your intention is to give it back, otherwise you become a scammer and not a friend. So if you come over here, you can see right before then I was worth about 1.1 million Robux. But when I borrowed it, I was worth 6.5 million Robux, a huge spike in my graph. So for a brief moment in time, people thought I was a scammer, a rich, epic trader, man. But that just wasn't the case. So that's cool. But I think the craziest part about all of this is, I go ahead and give the Domino Crown back to my homie Fierza. And then the very next day, November 24th, 2017, it gets scammed. So check this out. This guy, whose name at the time was Revival of Chad, and whose name now is Yucky A, scammed Fierza's Domino Crown. And Roblox support did nothing to help Fierza. So she lost her Domino Crown and her Dominus Imperius. Don't know if it was at the same time. But yes. This is why you shouldn't just let anyone borrow your items if you're rich, okay? Just steer on the side of caution. I'm glad I was trustworthy, but this guy clearly wasn't and stole the Domino Crown and got away with it. This guy only got banned forever 6 months ago. And this happened nearly 3 years ago. So imagine scamming a Domino Crown and just living and not getting banned, alright? So then, Revival of Chad, this scummy, bottom of the barrel, horrible friend, decides to quickly trade it so he avoids the ban, right? And so this guy named Just Call Me Sam with I's instead of L's gives red Sparkle Time Fedora, purple Sparkle Time Fedora, and midnight blue Sparkle Time Fedora for the Domino Crown, which by the way was a 1.3 million Robux profit for him, and he was so confused, oh I didn't know it was scammed, and so everyone's roasting him obviously. And I guess karma bit him in the butt about a week later, because you guys will never believe what happens to this Domino Crown again a week later, okay? So, Sam gets keylogged, another word for hacked, by a user named I'm Speedin'. So, as you can see, he said it himself. A month or two after I got Domino Crown, I got keylogged, and then the Domino Crown got deleted. So, not entirely accurate, but yes, he got scammed again, and you'll never believe who did it. Well, yep. Alex scammed the same Domino Crown twice. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the profile here. So I'm Speedin', also known as Alex from earlier in the video, snatched it. So remember back at the beginning of 2016 and Luigi was like, I win this time, Alex, you'll never get my Domino Crown. Well, 2 times in 2017, Alex scammed the same Domino Crown and made heck a profit, alright? Now, this is the group that I'm Speedin' was in, 1 Milli Trilly Billy. It's very obviously an Alex group. And there's all these different ties to him, and it's pretty cool. I mean, I know it's not cool to scam, but I think it's just kind of crazy how the same Domino Crown was scammed twice by the same person, and of course this got scammed a week after it got scammed already. It's just a lot of scamming happening. So then after Alex scams it, another scammer known as Lord Freya, buys the Domino Crown off of Alex for $1,500. Alex quickly sold the Domino Crown because Z-Lib was chasing after him and he wanted to get Alex banned, so he had to get rid of it fast, okay? So if you look at the t-shirt on I'm Speedin', this t-shirt represents Z-Lib, so he was taunting Z-Lib basically. And so $1,500 later, he sold the Domino Crown to Lord Freya. Now, a quick fun fact about this Lord Freya. So here he is flexing about having a Domino Crown in late 2017, buying it for $1,500, snitching on himself. And fun fact, Lord Freya did scam me last year, but I don't want to get into it. Let's just focus on the story. So, Doublebox is a fellow YouTuber of mine. He was actually very well known for making trading videos at the time. And so him and Lord Freya had a joint account where they combined forces, and the account was called Doublebox V3. And so one of the accounts that the Domino Crown went through was this Doublebox V3. And so, for a second I thought, Doublebox, you're a scammer now? And so he basically explains the story right here. You can pause it and read it if you want to, but basically his friend was a scammer, or he said his fan, I don't know, and yeah, he touched the Domino Crown technically, so pretty cool. But that is where 2017 concludes, okay? I really wanted to keep holding out on releasing part 4 because I couldn't figure out what happened. So basically, these 3 people right here were owners of the Domino Crown. Now, they seemed to be traders at the time, and they seemed to be active at the time. I don't know them. I asked people around who knew them. Some people thought they knew them. And since Linkmon doesn't want to cooperate with me and show me his trades, the story finally ends on January 19th, 2018. So yes, we're in 2018 now, and Linkmon99 gets Domino Crown for the 4th time from a guy named ProYan, now known as Ryoko's Eye. And that is where the Domino Crown sits today. Now, Linkmon has let a bunch of people borrow it, people like Preston Plays, someone named Cassidy's. But yes, Linkmon99 is the current owner of this Domino Crown. He has owned it on 4 separate occasions, 2016, 2017, and now he owns it today, to this very day. And he's owned it for 2 years, being a long-time owner of it. Will he break the record? I don't know. But man, doing this video was a long process, a 4-part series, okay? So I gotta give out some major thank yous. First of all, humongous thank you to a user named iJava. Now, iJava was a very active Elmatter back then, and he was the one who was able to get me all this information, like very specific details on who owned what and when, okay? So shout out to iJava, okay? He's owned Domino Crowns himself, just not this one. So yeah, humongous thank you to him. This video wouldn't have been possible without him. All parts of it, okay? Big thank you to everyone that cooperated with me and like answered my questions even when I didn't have information that was completely clear. So thank you to Alex, thank you to Doublebox, thank you to Just Call Me Sam, thank you to DarkUDog for originally inspiring this video. He was the guy that bought it in 2011 for 1.1 million Robux. He's the reason why I traced down this Domino Crown, because I was a big fan of his. So thanks to him for cooperating. Thanks to Dr. Roblo for helping me out a lot. He was one of the owners. Thank you to N7, who through iJava messaged him, and I found out what happened to his Domino Crown. And I interviewed so many people for this video, and I have a clear story of what happened. I don't know if I could do another one like this. This is like over 40 minutes worth of content for one story. So thank you to everyone that helped me. Thank you to people I forgot to thank. Thank you to everyone, okay? And thanks for 200,000 subscribers. Gosh, this story took way longer. Dude, when I first was working on this, I thought it'd be a simple little 2-part video. Like, I was freaking out that I was gonna make a 2-part video. I didn't know it'd be 4 parts. So yeah. And the total leaderboard is Linkmon99 owned it 4 times. Alex owned it 2.5 times. The other half is when Luigi moved the Domino Crown in fear of Alex. And I owned it once. So, ha! So, yeah, it's over. It's over. It's finally over. Oh, man. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think down below about the whole series, what you thought about the whole story. Thought it was pretty crazy. Crazy events of Roblox history. If you smash that like button, follow me on Twitter at RobloxFave. Join my Discord server, discord.gg/Fave. It's your boy Fave, and I am out.